No, brothers, please, don't do this! Get down there! You and your dreams!
What would you do if your own brothers wanted you dead? If the people you trusted most sold you like you were nothing? Imagine being 17 years old, thrown into a pit, hearing your brothers laugh above you, knowing your father believes you are gone forever. No rescue. No explanation. No hope. But what if the pit was part of the plan? What if the betrayal was promotion in disguise? This is not just a story. This is proof that when God gives you a dream, no one can destroy it. This is the story of Joseph. Joseph was the beloved son of Jacob. His father loved him deeply and gave him a special coat, a coat of many colors. It was a symbol of favor. But favor can attract jealousy. Joseph had dreams. He saw sheaves of grain bowing before him. He saw the sun, the moon, and 11 stars bowing down. When he told his brothers, they were furious. Do you think you will rule over us? Jealousy turned into hatred. One day, his father sent him to check on his brothers in the field. When they saw him coming from a distance, they made a decision. They grabbed him, stripped off his coat, and threw him into a deep, empty pit. Joseph cried for help. But mercy did not answer. Instead of killing him, they sold him to traders on their way to Egypt. In one afternoon, Joseph went from favored son to forgotten slave. In Egypt, he was sold to Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh. Joseph was a slave in a foreign land. But God was with him. Even in slavery, Joseph worked with excellence. He was faithful in small things. He refused to become bitter. Soon, he was put in charge of his master's entire house. From pit to position. But the test was not over. Potiphar's wife tried to seduce Joseph. Day after day she pressured him. But Joseph refused. How can I do this great wickedness and sin against God? One day, she lied about him. And Joseph was thrown into prison. For doing the right thing. Again, he was innocent. Again, he was forgotten. But even in prison, God was with him. The prison keeper noticed something different about Joseph. He was responsible. He was trustworthy. Soon, Joseph was placed in charge of the prisoners. In that prison, he met 2 servants of Pharaoh. Both had troubling dreams. Joseph interpreted them. One servant was restored to his position. The other was executed. Before the restored servant left, Joseph pleaded, "Please remember me." But he was forgotten. Days turned into months. Months turned into years. 2 full years passed. Silence. But heaven had not forgotten him. Then one night, Pharaoh had a disturbing dream. None of his wise men could explain it. Suddenly, the servant remembered Joseph. In one moment, everything changed. Joseph was rushed from prison to the palace. He stood before Pharaoh and said, "It is not in me. God will give the answer." Joseph explained the dream. 7 years of abundance were coming, followed by 7 years of severe famine. Pharaoh was amazed. He saw wisdom. He saw leadership. And that very day, Joseph was made ruler over all Egypt. From prisoner to prime minister in a single day. The boy in the pit now wore royal robes. Years later, the famine struck the land. Joseph's brothers came to Egypt to buy food. They bowed before him. They did not recognize him. But Joseph recognized them. The dream had come true. He had the power to destroy them. He had the authority to take revenge. Instead, he chose forgiveness. You meant it for evil, he said, but God meant it for good. The pit did not stop the promise. The prison did not cancel the calling. The betrayal did not destroy the dream. What others meant to break him, God used to build him. If you are in a pit right now, if you feel forgotten, if you have been betrayed, remember Joseph. Your delay is not denial. Your suffering is not the end. God may be preparing your palace. Because when God gives you a dream, no human can stop it.
Please subscribe for more.